Palace 2, Bournemouth nil. I'm joined by Pat, who's all the way in Florida in America, one of the Palace fans abroad. Pat, thank you first of all for joining us. What a game. 2-0 win away from home. And the way that we started the game, I thought was absolutely fantastic. The way that you saw Will, Patrick Van Aanholt, the fast goals. What do you make of the start to the game?
Yeah, I mean, one of the biggest worries coming out of the quarantine was that as an older kind of average age team, we were not going to be in as good a shape. But, we looked completely ready for the task at hand. Those two quick goals were phenomenal. That second goal that set up by Van Aanholt was just absolutely phenomenal that Ayew finished. I don't think we could have been much happier with that first half.
Yeah, you mentioned the Van Aanholt assist. And the thing with Van Aanholt, people have been talking about is defending, but this is what he does best, going down the left-hand wing. And I thought he was one of the best performers today, helping Wilf down the left-hand side, even putting in a challenge when needed. What do you make of his performance in general?
Yeah, I like to think of him almost as like a secondary winger,
Mm.
he kind of fills that role behind Wilf. He lets Wilf kind of be a little freed up to do his thing. And Wilf playing as well as Wilf plays and having the threat that he always has allows him to kind of get some freedom on the edge. I couldn't have been happier with him. I think that he had some great runs. He could have had probably a couple other goals and assists along the way too, I think. So just really great. I know we talk about his defending every now and then, but, for his attacking to be the way it is, I think we can take a little bit of that defending kind of lackadaisicalness sometimes.
100%. Let's talk about another player, Luka Milivojevic. What a fantastic free kick from him. He was under scrutiny, just like Patrick Van Aanholt before the break. He got dropped for a few games, but he came back today and he done what a captain should do. He was leading the team. He leaded the team by scoring that free kick. Absolutely fantastic. And overall, I thought he had a solid performance in midfield.
Yeah, exactly like you said. He has a captain's mentality, and he certainly showed it. So we're in Florida here. It's a little more lax in terms of the quarantine. So I was actually able to watch it with another one of my buddies. It's Palace here in Tampa. We're probably the only two Palace supporters here, but we went to the pub and watched it. 50% capacity, making sure we're staying socially distant and doing all that stuff. But I literally told him right before that kick, I said, hey, when he makes this kick, you're going to have the next round. And lo and behold, it went in, and he had the next round. So we were pretty happy about that.
Hopefully he had more rounds in the future. I wouldn't mind that if he keeps scoring free kicks and getting more rounds like that. So let's talk about Benteke. He's one player who, of course, hasn't scored goals at Palace. I don't know what you made of his performance, but today I thought he done the basics right. Of course, you want more from a striker. You want him to be a threat up front. But I thought when the ball was handed to him, he helped Wilf, he helped Jordan Ayew, brought the ball down, and he caused havoc for the Bournemouth defense all game.
Yeah, I mean, it's been that similar story for him that it's been the last couple of times he's gotten on where, yeah, the end result is he's not scoring goals, but look at what he's doing on the pitch. Like, he's freeing up space. He tracks back. He's going to get those long balls from Guaita. Like, there was a couple of times where he was handling the ball down midfield, getting a header on, a flick on here, going all the way back to track and take care of things and doing a lot of defensive work too. So unfortunately, he's not getting on the score sheet, but he's doing those little things that if you're really watching the 90 minutes, you can really take away that he's having a good little game.
Yeah. Let's just talk about where we are on the league table right now. Of course, we're a couple points away from European spots, which sounds crazy because no one really expected that even in January, February, let's say. But there's a possibility there. We've got some hard run of games coming up. Are you optimistic of us achieving European spots, or do you think that we'll just be happy with a top half finish?
Well, we're Palace, aren't we? So optimism isn't really our forte. but hey, I mean, we've been playing great. To have as many clean sheets as we've had in a row, it's phenomenal. And as much as you hate to see Brighton do well and win a match, that kind of helped us out, putting us in the top half of the table. So I think, we can keep playing as well as we're playing. Yeah, we have a tough round of games up, but we haven't really shown that we're really afraid of anybody. And, Anfield's a tough spot, but I think that we've shown that we can be a bogey team for them. So we keep doing what we're doing. And, we're as optimistic as we can be if we're wearing the red and blue, I suppose.
100%. Now, on a final note, let's hear your Palace man of the match.
It's got to be Van Aanholt, man. I mean, like, to come back from what he's done, a little bit of things. Maybe Tyreek Mitchell was going to start over, and we heard those murmurs that we're going to have a youth academy kid play in his place. And he comes in and he gets an assist, and he just all around he had a great game. So, like I really respect the resiliency that he had, and I think he gets the star for me.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining me, Pat. And until next time, up the Palace.